Okay, these are the hives. They are not placed where they're not perfect right yet. They have to be leveled, but this is basically where I'm going to be placing them. Right next to that was the old garden. That's new fenced-in area is the new massive garden that hasn't been tilled yet this year. Of course, these are Kenyan top bar hives. I did a lot of stuff different between the two to see how things work before I do any further. The only thing that's really the same is they're both Kenyan top bar hives, and they're both made out of rough sawn lumber from Curtis Lumber. It's a kind of a local hardware store that's local but not nationally type thing. Bigger than a Home Depot, but only local. All right. This one's got a peaked roof, side entrance with a landing board. Everything's been painted. This is outdoor acrylic paint. This one is on a stand. This one is probably going to be on cinder blocks because I'm sure I can't keep using that old wood chair. This one is a 3-foot, and it has a flat top. All right. All the bars on this one are the same width, 38 millimeters. There's the side entrance. It does not have a landing board. I didn't want side entrances. I want end entrances. These are the bars. They all started. This is a Phil Chandler type design. They all started out as 17-inch bars, but when I started making the tops, ends started getting cut down to make the top fit more regularly. But it's still his internal dimensions. Because it's got an end entrance and not a side entrance, I only need one follower board. Has a top and thing to get to the next side because I will be feeding on that side. This one's got the peak entrance. See how this goes. I thought peak because of the snow. I also wanted some storage space for extra top bars. So you can see the inside of that one too. That is copper flashing on the tops of those, so that is going to patina. It's not going to stay that shiny copper. It is going to patina. I have 2 months before my package of bees have arrived, so it'll probably even patina before then. All right, these are 2 different size top bars in this one. On this end, I have 35 millimeters for the brood. On this end, everything else, so the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 6 bars is going to stay brood chamber only bars, and they're marked with a B. Those are 35 millimeters. Everything else is marked, is a 38 millimeter. These ones I had to rip special. I had to go borrow a friend's table saw to do this. It's partly also why I switched to, on that one, everything's going to be 38 millimeter because I can just go and buy 1x2 lumber. And for those of you not in the U.S., 1x2 lumber works out to be 38 millimeters because, let's face it, they're calling it 1x2, but you're getting less. Again, inside dimensions are the same thing as Phil Chandler's design. This is a 4-foot hive. That is a 3-foot hive. This one, again, is on stands. That one is probably going to be on cinder blocks because I'm lazy. I do have to figure something else out with this one because it is on a hill right now, but it wobbles a little bit side to side no matter, even when it's on a level. I don't know why that is. It's got pretty good cross support, carriage bolts holding it there and there. I'm guessing I might not have to worry about that wobble, but I don't know, and I'd like to not have it. So what I'm probably going to do is replace these with thicker cross support lumber, maybe even on just one side, do an X pattern and leave the other side open for easier access. Something else I thought about doing is extending off of here a couple of pieces of lumber at the right measurements or whatever, maybe off the center, the support post, so that one of the top bars can sit on it while I'm working. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Seems like a good idea, but it's also kind of low. Part of the point of this is so that I don't have to bend over. This one, I'm going to have to bend over, just not as much. You can see there's still sawdust. I literally finished this today. This took me about 2 months to build both of these. And that's not because it's such complicated design. It's actually very easy. It's more because I only worked on it for like an hour here, an hour there, and then eventually got it so that it was completed today. I didn't do the artistic painting. A friend of mine did that. She's pretty good. You'll notice 3 of the 4 sides are shelties and bees. And then we have a bunny and bee. And that's because she got a new bunny that day and ended up painting bunnies. The other side has shelties. Well, a sheltie. She doesn't know it yet, but the reason all this poultry fencing is here now is because last year rabbits got in and basically decimated my garden. Those little buggers are either going to be have-a-heart trapped or shot. I'm not losing a garden like that again. They're around here all over the place. And over there you'll see a great clump of sumac we're slowly getting rid of. There's some pretty thick sumac trunks in there. Those thick things are actually sumac. They were like 6-inch thick trees. That whole clump is being trimmed out, and anything that isn't going to be able to be mowed because of the big thick stumps, I'm going to cut as close to the ground as possible with the chainsaw and then till up the soil as best I can, and we're planting pollinator seeds there. So between that, the massive garden, that is all ragweed and tons of sumac around the whole property. The whole bloody property. And 3 pretty big lilac bushes. So the bees are going to have quite a lot. I can probably actually do a lot more hives than this. In fact, if I catch more swarms than just the one, this bad boy right here, this is getting an Italian package from Better Bee, and then as soon as the northern bred queens become available, she's going to kick the bucket and be replaced with a northern Carniolan Carney cross. This is all set up and waiting for a swarm. So as soon as I get a swarm, it's going into that. If I happen to catch more swarms, then they'll live in their swarm trap, because I'm going to do like nuke-size swarm traps. They'll live in those while I build more hives or sell the swarms or whatever. If you have any questions, comments in the link below. This is also going to be posted on Facebook, but questions will be answered at the YouTube channel at the link. Thanks.